Let's
All
go.
right,
Uh,
gone. All right, first and foremost, I to give all honor and all glory and all praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh. Do so in the name of His only begotten Son, who the Word individually calls Jesus Christ Yahweh Shai. This is Jabanya and Gazam. We're going to just a little quick couple precepts, quick lesson on how God, how the Most High, He never fails us, right? You know, this is going out the precept in Sirach. Let me get it real quick. Um, let me see.
what do?
Let me get this precept real quick. Who has
Oh, I'm moving slow now. Don't start. Go. There we go. All right, Quincy.
Oh yeah, Axelakia, man. I was way off.
Come on, what you looking for?
That's yes, Sirach 2 and 10.
Come on, I got
Come
it.
on. All right. This is the book of Sirach. Better known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2 and verse 10. I'm gonna read it in the GNT, right?
Come on, come on. Let me get in the gym too.
Come on.
Come on, I'm here.
Come on. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2 verse 10 in the GNT. Think back to the ancient generations and consider this. Has the Lord ever disappointed anyone who has ever put his hope in him? Has the Lord ever abandoned anyone who held him in constant reverence? Has the Lord ever ignored anyone who prayed to him? Right? So that's what we as a people need to remember and understand, right? We have to put our faith and trust and hope in the Most High in these last days and know that He's not going to fail us if we continue to look to Him and put our trust in Him, not anything else, right? Because when we look at our forefathers, right, they put their trust in Him and nothing happened to them. You know what I'm saying? He took good care of them. He brought them into a land of their own and things of that nature, right? So,
Come on.
starting, you got a point on that, Gazan?
Uh, come on. I got a precept. Come on.
Go on, bring it up.
Book of Romans, chapter 15. Um, I'm gonna start at verse 4. Whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So we
Go on.
gotta look back to our forefathers, and that's when we see their hope from. If you see those brothers, those righteous sisters go through things, and the Most High God brings them out with a no problem through their faith and like through their hope in Him, then you should know He's gonna do the same for you because you're trying to do the same thing that they did was to please the Most High God.
Gone. Beautiful point. Gone. Like he said, the things that was written before us aforetime was written for our learning and our understanding, right? Because these powerful men, they weren't perfect in all they way. You know what I'm saying? They were perfect, but they failed a couple of times, like King David. You know what I'm saying? He committed adultery, but you still called a man after the Most High's own heart, right? So a couple of these men, they failed, they faltered, but they still got back up and fought the good fight into the end, right? This the book of Jeremiah, uh, chapter 7 and verse 8. I'm gonna get this in the KJV.
Says Jeremiah chapter 7 verse 8 in the KJV.
17, Salakia.
Come on.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 7. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord and whose hope the Lord is, right? So blessed is the man who trusteth in Yahweh and who hope Yahweh is, right? You look to Yahweh, you pray to Yahweh, he's your hope. You put your trust in him. You know what I'm saying? He don't come when you want him, but he comes right on time. Like the church said, man.
That's
Hey,
right.
that's
That's
a
right.
true statement, man. He may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time, man. In the nick of time, he gonna come through when you need him the most, right? In verse 8, for he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in a year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. That's beautiful right there. I want to read that in another translation. Let's get it in the NLT.
Come on.
I got to pull it up. I want to read that verse 8
You
in the
share your screen?
NLT. No.
Okay, bet. I got you.
Come on. In the NLT, it says they are the people who put their hope in their trust in Yahweh, right? That's the context. They are like the trees planted along a riverbank with roots that reach deep into the water. Trees that are not bothered by heat or worried by long months of drought. They leaves stay green and they never stop producing fruit. That's what happened to the people who put their trust and their hope in Yahweh, man. They're strong. They don't falter. They just keep going. Even when the trouble comes, they never doubt. They never be like, man, is God listening? Is he gonna come through right now? Or man, they know he's gonna come through. They're gonna keep that faith, right?
Come on, for sure. And add on to your point, referring to trees, trees, they experience many different seasons. Like you see a tall tree, I'm pretty sure it took years for that tree to get that high. But the reason why it was able to sustain itself and continue to grow is because they had deep roots. And that should be deep rooted inside this truth. That should be deep rooted inside your trust inside the Most High God. Because that's the only way you're gonna be able to survive the winter season, the hot summer season. Like not every season is gonna be spring. And brother, I understand, like whenever they say, Ecclesiastes 3, there's a time and a season for everything under heaven. It is like you're not gonna have seasons every time. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have spring every every day of like every year. It's not gonna be 70 with a damn 10-mile-per-hour wind. You know what I'm saying? Like a nice little summer breeze. You're not gonna have that. So those times that you do have those rainy days and those storms and those cold fronts, with your roots being deep rooted inside the Most High, you still gonna wave and you still gonna fail.
Gone. They nail right on their head with that one a lot, man. Like you said, the tree had experienced a lot of seasons, man. It go through a season of decay, and then it goes through a season of when it becomes green, when it comes green again, right? It's like the cycle, man. It decreases and then it increases. It decreases, then it increases in its perfection and things of that nature, right?
I got a precept for that to go on to the point, like it says, it's gonna bear fruit. The book of John, chapter 15. And I'm gonna start at verse 1. I am the true vine, and my father is the vine dresser. So they go into like their root, like our root should be Yahweh Shai. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away. So if you let that winter time destroy all your fruit, and now you just present no fruit to the Lord, He's gonna cut you off. And every branch that does bear fruit, He prunes. Let's see what that word prunes mean.
Done.
Uh, I should got in the BLB. I'm getting the BLB. Con,
You want me to get that definition for prune?
con.
Done.
Gotta pull it up. John chapter 15.
Done. I got it.
You got it.
All right, this is prune from the dictionary, right? This word prune means to trim by
Con,
cutting away dead or overgrown branches or stems, especially to increase fruitfulness and growth.
con. So most of God, he's gonna shave off the stuff that he don't like from you, and and how he does that, he takes you through the fire. So, for example, for like a woman, whenever her hair grows long, she has something called split ends. She can ignore those split ends, but everything that grows after those split ends is nothing but dead hair. Women knows this. So guess what? In order to keep their hair going healthy and strong, they have to cut those split ends. That's basically what most of God is going to do to you, and it's true. That's why it's very imperative for you to just go through those winter seasons and then stay strong. So guess what? Coming after that, spring and summer. So you get the water in the spring, and then you bear fruit right in like the beginning of summer. Then
Done.
come and then fall comes in. That's the pruning process. Then you got to survive the harsh time with the winter. That's a whole cycle. That's what I'm saying. We go through season just like the trees. But if your tree don't bear fruit, then you're good for nothing. Like, can you go ahead and select it? Man, you got another precept about?
So I was trying to find something to go into that pruning thing. Like it's a scripture I'm thinking about. Here it is. It's in the same precept, the same chapter, Ecclesiastes 2 and 5, right? The precept that this goes into
Uh,
pruning, right? Like the brother was going into how you prune away unwanted things. You do metals the same way, right? You just don't just go into a mine and just get a bar of gold and be like, oh, it's a bar of gold. It got unusable metals on there, like your potassiums, your iron, things like that melt off, right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 5, where gold is tried in fire, and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity, right? So that goes into what the brother was saying about the Most High pruning things will offer you, right? He's gonna take you through some things to make you more acceptable in His sight. Because
uh,
people think, oh, I'm just good, I'm good just the way I am. But everybody got something they could be working on. Everybody got some things and some problems within themselves that they should be working on and working on fixing themselves, right? And that's what putting your trust in the Most High comes in at, right? Because you have to trust in the Most High and understand that with Him you can do all things and you can make it through all things.
Con. I got a preacher laying back off that. We're
Um,
gonna are you gonna keep going to Sirach 1? Or you gonna are you I mean Sirach 2, or you gonna go somewhere else?
Tom, we good, we good. I'm good with Sarah too. Yeah,
Uh,
we good.
so we're gonna preach on James. Book of
Tom,
James chapter 1 and verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptation, knowing this,
mm,
knowing this that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Because you being patient in that time of going through temptation, you know the most of God trying to teach you something. Like he's trying to get you close to perfection, and that's where your patience is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because most of God command us to be perfect. Say, be ye perfect, you're not falling perfect. So those things
Tom,
that was like meant to destroy you, you look back, you know, it's like, nah, that was used to teach me a lesson and to give me strength. Because like I tell my real, yesterday's price is not today's price, and tomorrow's price is not today's price. The strength that got you to this point is not gonna be the same thing for you to keep going in this truth. For the most of God, got to keep testing you in order for you to continue to get strong, so you continue to battle those things that are coming, which is Jacob's trouble, which is the famine, which is the mark of the beast. You got to get yourself prepared for those things. So your faith is waiting around. How do you feel like you're gonna be able to survive those times? You're not. So now the most of God taking you through those small challenges. So in that day you can hear it and be given that righteous crown, because just like when me and your money first came into the truth together, or it tastes good, but it wasn't really an issue. So once you master port, next you use it like fringes. Then once you get the fringes, next is the high holy days. But you see how
Tom,
different challenges, like those different challenges you have to achieve before you go to the next one. That same thing with life in this truth. Mother God is
Tom,
going to challenge you to, like, so now once you get the feet stage down, now guess what's coming? Now guess what's going to attack your faith? He's going to attack your
Tom,
confidence. He's going to attack your knowledge. Not because ask you, but like now family asks you question like, where they say keep holidays at? You gotta be able to
Tom.
answer that thing. And that's the progress that you getting strong inside this truth. So like
I was like,
I always endure. Go ahead, Ken.
I was like, if I may, brother, add on to your point, man, and you gotta understand, man. You coming in this thing to say the Most High, man, and the scriptures talk about it, man. It talks about how you gonna get called names and insulted, right? Let me go to this precept real quick.
Um,
Uh, this is. I'm trying to find it real quick. I want to get this in the GNT. I want to say 2 Corinthians 12 and 10. Trying to find this GNT translation real quick. I just had it. Here it is. Come on, 2 Corinthians 12 and 10 in the GNT. I'm content with weaknesses, insults, hardships, persecutions, and difficulties for Hamashiach's sake. For when I'm weak, then I'm strong. Which is beautiful, because when you made weak in this flesh, man, you strong in the spirit, man. Because these things right here, these what he's talking about: insults, hardships, persecutions, and difficulties, man. You're gonna go through that, right? And that's where your hope and your how will come from. You know you're doing this for the right thing, man. Do you know how many times? I mean, when I first started wearing fringes, just to get my testimony, man, walking around I came in the truth when I was in college, and people was talking trash. Like, bro, why you wearing curtains from your shirt, man? Why you got strings hanging from your shirt and things of that nature, man? You go through that for the sake of being made weak in the flesh to be strong in the spirit, man. Because it's more than just what you got on your outward appearance, man. It's about on the inside. You still got love for the people, even though they giving you hell and talking trash about what you got on and things of that nature. You're not doing it to be seen in them. You're doing it to be made perfect in His sight. Like, look, He told me to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna wear these fringes. I'm gonna wear these ZZs. I don't care what this person got to say.
Con, con, con. That's what get back to your mighty point in Sirach chapter 2, you know,
Come,
in verse 1, the classic. My son, if thou comest to the Lord, prepare thy soul with temptation.
come.
And
Prepare
so,
thyself for
right,
temptation.
con, go ahead. Can you got a point?
No, I was just repeating what you said, man. That's a beautiful verse, man. That's one of the most beautiful scriptures that we bring out all the time when people first start to come into this knowledge, and they be like, man, I want to learn. Be like, hey, this the first thing I got to tell you, but prepare yourself for temptation. 'Cause it is
So,
coming. It's gonna come at you, man, from every direction, man. If you're a brother in this world and you dealing with, if you're a brother who coming into this truth and you got a woman that's not quite on board, that's one of them temptations. You're gonna have family members, you're gonna have co-workers, you're gonna have that job, you're gonna have, man, just everything from all around stuff you wouldn't even think about, man. A random stranger on the street, man, is prepare yourself for temptation when you come into this truth, man.
for sure, for sure. In verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So don't be like whenever that trial come or you feel like you're in a hard time, don't make haste to make no hasty decision. You know what I'm saying? Um, like I always, like I always tell myself when I'm going through hard times, like focus on the good times. When you're going through hard times, focus on the good times. That's when they're gonna help you endure and just give it all to the Lord. You know. And then verse 3, cleave unto Him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased in thy last end. Because at the end of the day, you know the trial is gonna end. You know, just
So,
look at your past. I'll say, always look back on the good time. Like look back in your past and see what all you've been through, and see how the Most High God fed you then. I guarantee you, if you seen right here alive and breathing, you got clothes on your back, a place to stay, food in the fridge, Lord willing, a car outside. He got you this far, so why this testing now? It makes no sense. So you
hey,
so come
hey, niggas on, but look at this definition. Look at how they describe the word cleave. This is the definition for the word cleave. Stick fast to, adhere strongly to, become strongly involved with, or emotionally attached to.
come come y'all come emotionally attached and take hold of the Most High.
Con,
But it's funny. The reason why Sarah giving this wisdom is because most people like to depart from the Lord whenever they're going through something.
con,
You know, they like to figure it out themselves. Most definitely men. Most definitely men. They feel like they got to control everything and figure everything out on their own. But that's only going to draw you away from it. Like you have no control of what's going to happen tomorrow. So cleave unto the Lord and let Him do what He's going to do. Because when
con,
other men put his hand into something that the Most High God is doing, it just makes it worse. Every single time you try to figure something out on your own and try to take your own counsel and make a play to fix what you're going through, it ends up turning out worse. And so you just sitting back, doing what you can, and then the rest of it just giving to the Lord. You know, it always works out, and that was you should be increasing your last end. And if you are have to go through one particular situation, until the Most High God come, if you endure and you stay strong to that situation, you're gonna get a crown of life.
con.
Like imagine that. Imagine if you endure whatever you're going through on earth, you get a whole kingdom.
Whole kingdom.
A whole kingdom. Like nothing that you go through in this flesh is worth losing the kingdom. Point blank period. Where you see your people not having to struggle no more. Like you see, you know what I'm saying, us as a nation have to cry and be sick no more. That alone is enough for you to endure anything if you love your nation. Can you got it?
Con. That's beautiful, man, right? Because like you said, ain't nothing worse seeing your people in a higher state than what they are, man, than what they are now, man. I remember first coming into this truth, right? and me joining the camp I was with Sakari, man, right? And we used to have to go to Atlanta a lot, man. I used to tell Kazan about how much I hate going to downtown Atlanta, man, because it's depressing as a black man to go to downtown Atlanta. It's cool, but it's depressing at the same time because you see nothing but your people in these lower state, man. I'm talking about off drugs, off everything you could think of, just down there, just wilding. It is a sad sight when you go down there to downtown Atlanta and see stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure the brother, because I got experiences of seeing that stuff in downtown Dallas and Fort Worth, man, on 7th Street, man. You go down there, you probably see the same thing. People
bro.
tweaked out of their mind.
So, and it's sad. Damn, man, it's sad. It's sad, bro. Like, I got some crazy stories, bro. I don't even want to share for real, but just know, like, people that you would that normal people have. Not all people are lost like that. Like even people that you see in the club, the stuff that they do is it's insane. It's just all people they just lost out here. So it's bigger than you. Everything that's around you and everything that you're going through is bigger than you. That's why you got to constantly do it. Feel like you don't know who's watching you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who's watching you. Like your kid may be watching you. Like your brothers may be watching you. So if they seeing you going through these trials and you're able to sustain and keep pushing, still praise the Most High God, because you keep reading it says what it say take cheerfully.
Yeah.
What was that? What was that? But yeah, you
Take
take it,
cheer
huh?
You said take cheerfully the things that are brought upon you.
Yeah, whatever. What was it? Oh, verse 4, come. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art trained to the Lord's faith. So, like, if you actually take cheerfully what the Most High God put you through, and people sees that, they get them. Look, that boosts their faith. So now, not only are you encouraging yourself, but you're also encouraging the brothers and sisters that's around you that look up to you. But believe it or not, there's someone around here in this that looks up to you, whether it's a younger brother or a younger sister or a cousin or a friend, whoever. But if someone you know is watching, like, man, they really changed their life and gave it to God, and ever since I met them, they've been a different person since they came into this truth. But if you fall short, if you give up, guess what, like guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna say, oh man, I guess it wasn't that big of a deal after all to be Hebrew Israelite. I'm just gonna give up. I'm not even gonna try it no more because I seen that this person
Um,
model in this truth gave up. So like I said, you know, you gotta constantly endure. Just constantly endure because you know you're gonna get a reward for all your effort.
Come on, I got a precept
Come,
to go into that, right? I got a precept to go into that, man. Like people who in this truth and people who look out into the world and see things that you know what I'm saying. That see your people that look. Just think about this. Get Baruch 4:25.
come, Group 4 and 25.
Come.
Come,
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from Yahweh, from thy enemy has persecuted thee, but shortly shalt thou see his destruction and shall tread upon his neck. So think about it, man. Like the brother Gazan said, man, we going through this rough time right now, but endure it, man, because it's gonna be a day where they're gonna get theirs. They sit up here, they made that day, they may try and be kind to your face, but behind your back, they saying X, Y, Z, and ABC. Take it with good cheer, man. Like Sirach 2 said, man. And us as a nation gotta look at this and take what we going through cheerfully, because why? They gonna get it back.
come. I got a preset to add on to that.
Gone.
Your favorite bit, though. I'm doing. Your favorite Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5.
Gone, man. That's my favorite one, man.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 1. Then shall a righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as has afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. So
So
also,
far beyond all they look for. Keep going.
come on now. And they, verse 3, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometime in derision and a proverb of approach. We fool accounting his like madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints? And that's what they're gonna say about you if you endure. You know,
Gone.
they're gonna be like, damn. such getting beamed up in the chariot, all hell breaking loose. They see you get beamed up. The whole one they said, man, she was tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
She cooking for him, rubbing his feet for what? He said, what? Oh, he putting up with that woman, or he going to these so called feast days sleeping outside in a tent. These folks crazy.
Man, that's what my man. He walking around there. They curtains
Yeah,
on his shirt, strings
yeah.
hanging from his pants. He abstained from certain meats and things of that nature.
They think you crazy. They think you're in a whole cult. They think you going crazy. Man, I would just quit that stuff. They taking you all that method. I just quit this. But the whole time they don't even know that because God predestined you to be saved. You're a saint. You don't want you're the one spirit the most of God chose from the beginning of the earth to say, I'm gonna save this soul. How special is that? The most of God said, I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna take you through
Exactly.
the tribulation, but all because I chose your spirit to be separated from the separate. So most of God got Israel, his holy people. He separated you to be part of the elect to be saved. No, like how mighty is that? And for you to endure and through that crown.
That's
So,
very mighty.
so like don't let these worries of the world cause you to lose your crown. You know what I'm saying? What they say in the streets. Don't let these people trick you at your position.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let these folks trick you out your position, man.
Uh,
Yup. Like I
uh,
said, I can say the crazy thing that and the crazy thing about that is, bro, we say that you know what I'm saying, we say that to our woman and we the wife for the most high.
for
But
sure.
we say that to our women, bro. Like you know what I'm saying, us as a nation is the literal bride of the most high. And right now we tricked out of our position because
For
look at
sure.
what we did, man. We want to do what we see the other people doing.
Yep.
We got
Yeah.
tricked out of our position for not putting that faith in him. You know what I'm saying?
Fact. And I'm telling you how these women is, how these people is that be outside in the world. They make the club look so lit until you go and join them at the club. You know how lame that shit be.
Man, what?
I could have been home 3 hours ago, you know. But that
Exactly.
look, it's how nation do us. They make us feel like all this money and all this fame is worth having until you get it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
When
saying?
you exactly, man, it's like that life is you know what I'm saying, beautiful to somebody who ain't never had it. But once you start experiencing it, it's like it ain't even worth it no more. It was like it was like the first time I told my homies about being on the trip with my pops, man. I was like, man, I just feel good to come home and get a home cooked meal, man. We just ate fast food every day, and it was like, man, I wish we could have did that, man. After like the first couple of days, you gonna hate seeing a McDonald's, a Arby's, a Subway. You gonna hate going. You
Yeah,
just gonna hate it.
for sure. The whole time they want to be you. They want to come home to a man that loves them. Or a man want to come home to a home cooked meal to the wife that loves him. You know what I'm saying? They
Con,
act like it's fun to have him today, but the whole time they really envious of you and what you got. They really want to trick you out your position because if they can't get it, they don't want you to have it either. But
con,
don't fall for it. Don't let Satan trick you out your position. Don't let the world trick you out your position because you're right where you need to be. And all that you put up to this point, just look around. You're blessed for that. So you continue to endure, you get more blessings coming soon. One of my favorite preachers that just get me through when I'm going through hard time. It's Hebrews 6:10. For God is not unrighteous to forget your works and the rivers of love, which you have shown towards His name, and that you have ministered to the saints and do minister. That word for minister is active service. So the active service that you've done for the Most High God name, whether your husband, wife, um, a teenager, a child, you all can ask service for the Most High God. Whether you be a light, so walking around and keeping the commandments. Whether you cook and clean for your husband, whether you submit to your husband, whether you teach your wives and be a good husband, be a good leader to your household. You got to teach on the street. Those are all labors of love that you've shown to the Most High God saints. He's not gonna forget that. So just endure. I'm telling you, the war is always worth the wait. Always worth the wait, man. Always worth the wait for sure. I got a few testimonies myself when I went through my trials and how the Most High God brought me back and brought you know me closer to Him and fix situations to a point I didn't feel like it was fixable. You know, so I know He's real because there's certain things I prayed for came to pass that only He knows. So if you don't believe me, check His resume in your life, and He gonna and watch His work speak for itself.
con.
That's one man that don't need no intro for sure.
Exactly. When he come in and he do his thing,
He
he
don't
gonna
need
do his thing, man. And you gonna know that it's him, man. 'Cause
no.
like the brother Gazan said, I done seen some things and witnessed some things that, man, it was nobody but him at the end of the day, man. Because I don't deserve half of the stuff that I have. I don't deserve. I'm gonna take it as far as I don't deserve a brother like Gazan, but he put this brother in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? A brother that's always kept me grounded, a brother
Like,
that's always checking in on me, a brother that's always, you know what I'm saying, motivating me to be a better version of myself. Even though sometimes I still fall short of sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I struggle. I just thank the most high for a brother like this, man, because he bless you with people like this powerful brother right here to build you up.
the Water King and vice versa, man. Them calls we have, bro. Hey, telling you, I need be needing them. Trust me. So it ain't no one way street. Or I say the man that what for the Lord directed his friendship to right. Because a lot
Con,
of times your friends in the world, you can't even really trust them for real. But I know for a fact, if I'm going out of time and my family's in bunny hands, I know they're in good hands. I know he don't let nothing crazy happen, and vice versa. If his family in my custody, best believe if both of them happen to them, it's gonna happen to me for sure.
con,
Yeah, to them, the best believe is on they dead or they knocked me out. They got them. Hey, they had them. I can. Hey, I can't beat them all, but I'm definitely gonna try for sure. So,
con,
you gotta have that brother you can call at 3 a.m. Or you can, and then can have your back to whatever. And if you feel the Lord, hey, he will still look out for you. For sure.
con.
For sure, man. But yeah, if whoever watched the video, I pray you drop a little testimony in the chat, man. We'll get it, we'll see it, and it just may encourage us because sometimes, different brothers going through different things, and you can relate to your brother in different things. You never know, like what you went through, got through. The next person need to hear that so they can get through it, and that's why we
God.
confess our faults and confess that we're going through to one another. You always gotta have somebody you can call and talk to. Cause a lot of times it don't be as hard as you think it is. Like maybe you just in it, so it still seem a lot harder than what it really is. You talk to someone else like, man, you tripping about that, bro. Man, I'm gonna tell you,
Exactly.
I did.
Yeah. Let me tell you how to get through it real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you tripping about that? I got this going on. I ain't even tripping because when I went through that, he did the XYZ, so that was nothing to me. Like dang for real. Now you're like, oh yeah, I got it now. You know what I'm saying? Boy, you went through it already. He told me how the Lord moved. I'm good. And that's why it's very important to have a community because you know, man, I'm gonna get that precept. What I think it's James, ain't it? Where it talks about no temptation is no temptation is new. That's the prayer says
Yeah. No temptation is new.
uncommon to any man. That's it.
Yeah.
First Corinthians. Uh, kind of get there real quick, like um, from my screen.
Yeah. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13.
Come. First Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13 in the KJV. No temptation has overtaken you, such as is common to man, but God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able. But with temptation will also make the way of escape that you may be able to bear. So it ain't no temptation that no other person in the truth have ever experienced before. Someone else have been through what you're going through. And he's like,
Um,
taking the way out. He's gonna plan for you. He don't love you any less than he loved them. So they keep the laws of God, he keep the laws of God, he love both of y'all. So to keep that in mind, meditate on that, and bring out any more closing precepts or any more, advice or testimonies you want to give.
I said, like, all right, man, they're just going to that powerful book that you read. I think that is it's either in James or Peter. One of those epistles where it tell you confess your faults one to another, man. As
Um,
brothers, man, as brothers, we have to be able to confide in one another, bro, because you never know how that brother can lift you up and build you up to being a better man. And
um,
that goes into being humble, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what Sirach 3 talk about, man, about being humble, man. You have to be humble and be humble and have that humility about yourself to be able to come to that man and tell him, look, I need help, man. And that's what's wrong with our people today, man. We don't like the help, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them people that struggle with that, but I'm trying to get better with it. Like you have to be able to put that pride to the side and be like, man, I need help.
for
I
sure.
I I, I had to figure this out.
So, because if we had all the answers, hey, we wouldn't need no help. But we won't need God either. We had all the answers, but we don't. You know.
Con.
Um, yeah. So don't ever feel like that's a good point. Don't ever feel like you too big to ask for help, because that's pride. And pride coming for destruction. I'm telling you.
Con.
I'm telling you, pride will
And the more you let that joint linger, man, the harder that fall gonna be. And then people gonna be like, why don't you say nothing? You let that shit just build up.
for sure. And
So like you.
you get King Khan. And that's one hard demon to fight. So pray and continue to pray for one another. Pray for one another for sure, and pray for yourself for sure. And with that, I say, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Shah, Habatham, Shalom.
Shalom.
Mm, mighty lesson.
Mighty lesson, brother. Mighty.